8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. Welcome to the EM Publishing monthly live stream update where we talk all things EM Publishing. We go through things that we're fulfilling, things that are upcoming, and answer any questions that you have. So this is going to be a casual half hour or so. And so if you have any questions, put them in the chat. If you are watching this on catch up and we didn't cover what you're interested in, or the question you had in mind wasn't asked by someone else, you can send me an email to the email address on the screen, which is admin@empublishingrpg.co.uk. Or of course, if it's regarding a Kickstarter or crowdfunder thing, you can always get in touch via that platform via a direct message, and it will most likely be me, Jessica, replying and helping you there. But yeah, thanks very much for joining us. Again, pop any questions in the chat, but I'm just going to roll through and tell you all the things we got going on. We've got loads of exciting stuff going on. It's a really exciting time for fulfillment because we've had some fulfillments coming through finally that we've been waiting for a long time, and I hope you're just as excited as I am about it. So first of all, I'll do the shipping and fulfillment update. If you are a crowdfunding backer, thank you so much for your support. It's so important for us as indie tabletop RPG companies to have crowdfunding as a way to kind of get our products out there, get our first print run done, and so we couldn't do it without your support. So thank you so much. So the two crowdfunding projects that are fulfilling right now is Voidrunners Codex and Split the Horde. Now, Split the Horde is our first ever board game, and I was so excited to get this out there. So yeah, I'm really excited that that's now going into people's hands. And also the Voidrunners Codex, big beefy box set. It takes your 5e Level Up Advanced 5th edition and Tales of the Valiant games into space. So you can buy the box set, and if you either have Level Up Advanced 5th edition, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, or Tales of the Valiant, you can use this box set to have a space-themed game. The box set is so fantastic. I love it so much. So the main box set has the core Voidrunners Codex book, Star Captain's Manual, which is all about like space battles and spaceships. It has an adventure in there, Escape Death Planet. It has a box full of like so many tokens and like over 30 double-sided maps. So yeah, so this is really useful for any space-themed games you have, even if you're doing different genres and things. And it also has the GM screen as well, and that has all the charts and information on the back, so it's a really good quick reference guide if you like your GM screen. So that's the entire box set, and we've been shipping it out globally. So everyone in Australia has their rewards. That was the first wave. The second wave went out in the US, and many US backers are getting their rewards now. Some have received them, others they've got your tracking details. It's on its way to you. And the last wave of fulfillment is happening in the UK and Europe. Just last week, we sent out the address verification emails if you're in the UK or Europe, and those emails you had until the 16th of October to update them. So if you'd moved address since you gave us your address, you could click on that and send that to us. So that's all happening. So this week we're actually boxing things up. So that's what they look like in the UK warehouse. So we're just doing our test boxing to make sure everything fits nice and snugly, especially for Voidrunners Codex because it's such a heavy box. We want it to be quite snug in there because if things move around or get damaged, obviously that would be a problem. We've had really good results. We haven't had any issues with the packaging in Australia, and thus far, she says, touching wood, none in the US yet. If any of your packages are damaged in shipping, I mean, it can happen. We all know our local courier that just chucks parcels over a fence or something fun, or leaves it in a puddle or something. If anything like that happens, do just send me a direct message via Kickstarter or to the email address here, and we can get you a replacement. If you could send photos of the box damaged before you open it and the damage inside, that would be really helpful because then we can try and reclaim the cost from the courier that damaged your thing. So we'll send you a replacement and we'll go to the courier and deal with them and try and get some money back. But hopefully that won't happen. And this is the packaging, so it's going out. So I'm really excited, and I hope you're excited for that as well. But yes, another thing we are fulfilling right now as well is Level Up, the Level Up Pets and Sidekicks. So that funded, and right now if you missed it, the Pledge Manager is live. So if you are a backer, then you can go, please tell me where you live if you have a physical book so I can send it to you. It is currently printing right now, so we have it with the printer. I'm just waiting on a date for shipping for those ones. But we're hoping to get those before the end of the year to warehouses, and that means in the new year we can send them out in January, February time that we've said on the Kickstarter. But yeah, so if you go to the Kickstarter link there, that's in the chat there, you can take a look and see all the details on where to go if you are a backer. If you are not a backer and you would like to be, and you would like to late pledge, you can do that as well. And I put the link in the show notes there. So it's on BackerKit for the hosted pre-orders. So you can go on there and pre-order if you miss the crowdfunding, because there's always a few people that see something, they're like, oh, I meant to back this and I forgot. And you have until November 4th to do this. So you still got a couple more weeks. And November 4th will be the date that we charge cards if you've got anything extra in BackerKit or you've got a pre-order, and that will also be the date that we send out digital PDFs for any add-ons you chose. So for example, if in the Kickstarter you just picked Pets and Sidekicks, but then in the BackerKit Pledge Manager you also got some add-on PDFs, your add-on PDFs from BackerKit will be sent to you on November 4th once we take payment, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that is Pets and Sidekicks. I'm really excited for Pets and Sidekicks. This was an idea I had a couple of years ago that I pitched to Russ, and he thought it was really good, and so we worked with Paul Hughes and he wrote it and brought it to life, because this is very much the book that I wanted to exist and didn't have as a game master and a player, and now it exists. So the PDFs have been out for a while if you're a backer. If you're not a backer, you can pick up a PDF and I'll send it to you on November 4th, and we're looking to ship that in January, February. It's with the printers printing right now, which is great. But yeah, also, for What's Old is New, as we have messaged in the chat, love the What's Old is New Bestiary. So the What's Old is New Bestiary crowdfunder finished last week, and the PDFs have gone out to all the backers. So I'm so glad you're happy with them. So this book will be a little quicker on fulfillment, because I think we were originally saying January or February for fulfillment, but because we're now doing this as a print-on-demand product, it'll likely be a lot quicker. So there will be a BackerKit Pledge Manager, again, because some people have said that they didn't have the time to back it. So there is a link here if you want to go and have a look at that, and we'll do a BackerKit Pledge Manager. That hasn't gone live yet, and the reason for that behind the scenes, just so you know, is because Kickstarter is one platform, BackerKit Pledge Manager is another, and we need to wait until Kickstarter's taken all the funds from everybody. So if there are any drop pledges or any issues with cards, the backers deal with Kickstarter to do that. And then once the funds have been taken and everything's been locked down, that's usually 10 days, then all the data gets transferred over from Kickstarter to BackerKit. Because if we do it before then, all the finances will be messed up, if that makes sense. But anyway, so that's why it usually takes at least 2 weeks after a campaign for the Pledge Manager to open. Because before I did the behind the scenes stuff, I used to think, why do people not do it straight away? Because then it's just easy. But that is why. But anyway, so in a couple of weeks, so next week or the week after, we'll have the Pledge Manager go live for that. It'll be quite a short Pledge Manager because we're wanting to send books out maybe even from November time. So it'll likely only be a Pledge Manager open for like two weeks or so. So that'll be quite short. But if you are at all interested, there's the link on the screen and in the comments for the Kickstarter project, so you can get updates on there if you're interested in late pledging or just keeping up to date with what we're doing. But if you're a backer, give me your address quickly and I'll send you your rewards quickly for that one, because everything is done and complete. The proof copy of the physical book is with Russ. He has it at his house now. So we're checking that and everything looks really good with the printing. And so that will be going out soon. So that is all the fulfillment that's going to be happening. So everything that we've currently got out will be done January, February time, which will be really nice to kind of have that out and sorted and with you all. And again, if you have any questions about your individual pledge, please send me an email. Let me know what it's for and the details, because sometimes it's hard to find, because if you just message me saying, hello, can I tell you my new address, I don't know what this is referencing. But yes, anyway, so what are we doing next in 2025? We've done a lot this year, but we are not done. The year still has a few more months left, so we're going to squeeze in a couple more things. So first thing is Alpha Star Magazine. So this is the brand new quarterly magazine we'll be doing for the Void Runners Codex. So we'll be creating new content going forward to support the Void Runners Codex. And we're planning on doing that quarterly to start with. So there's a link I just put in the chat for the BackerKit pre-launch page. So do click that if you have the Void Runners Codex and are enjoying it. This is going to be more content for you that's coming out on BackerKit. So what it brings for the first magazine, we've had this done for a while, by the way, because of the tariff situation, which we don't need to talk about anymore. The Void Runners Codex production was delayed a little bit, but it's all sorted now and you've got them and everything's lovely. But this meant we had originally planned to launch AlphaStar a lot earlier, but we didn't want to launch AlphaStar until everyone had their Void Runner packages. So we've just been waiting for that. So the last wave of fulfillment is happening in the UK and Europe, and that'll be likely going out this week or next week, depending on where you are. We're just checking with the shipping company, but we've confirmed everyone's addresses, we've confirmed the packaging, so how we're going to pack them so they get safely to you. So that'll be kicking off really soon, and when that's underway, we are then going to launch AlphaStar magazine on BackerKit. So this magazine, it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. So if you're liking your Void Runners, this is more of that. So this comes with 9 new archetypes. So you've got a bioengineer, peacekeeper, there's more psionic things coming out as well. There's Time Stealer, Void Claw. There's all sorts of going on. So there's new archetypes coming out, which are really useful to make it, bring space to your games more. There's a new alien heritage, and they're like a cat-like sort of creature, which is really cool, because who doesn't want to play an anthropomorphic cat in space? I know I do. We've also got 3 new cultures, so that because when you're traveling around space, you have so many more options for cultures than you do in a fantasy setting, which is very exciting. There's 2 new destinies, which are survival and ascendance, which are really interesting. If you're familiar with Level Up Advanced 5th edition, you know how destinies can be a really interesting feature on a character sheet for role play, but also mechanically for gaining inspiration. There's a new background as well, the Free Trader. So if you're a little bit Firefly and like running through space trading stuff, or maybe you played a lot of Traveller, the Free Trader situation you quite like, that's coming in there. There's also a load of different street level technology, so like item pieces, and they're usually they feel quite roguey. So if you're planning a heist or something, a lot of these things feel maybe not as legal. But anyway, so this is all packed in issue 1 of the AlphaStar magazine. So we're planning on doing these quarterly. So we're going to see what you guys think of it, really. So we're going to publish the first one, get that underway, and see what you think. So if you're at all interested, I would love it if you click at the BackerKit call to action link, which is in the comments. It's on the screen, but it's a long link, so don't click. Just click on it in the comments, and that will notify you when we launch, so you'll know when that's happening. And that will be happening very shortly, because we wanted to send this out once Void Runners Codex box set fulfillment was done. If you missed the Void Runners Codex box set and you wanted to pick that up, it will also be available as an add-on for the AlphaStar magazine as well. So if you completely missed, leveling up your 5e games to take them into space, that passed you by, don't worry, you can jump in here and you can get involved there. And this will be available here before it's available for general retail release as well. So that is the AlphaStar magazine, which is coming soon on BackerKit. Excuse me. And then next, this is really fun. I love this. So if you are this is for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and it's compatible with 2024 edition. Are we saying edition? Anyway, if you're playing D&D 5e, you can use this. So this is 500 magic items that you can use in the game. And the thing about these is they're not like game-breaking magic items. They are how do I explain them? So they're stuff that's not going to completely unbalance your game, because you hate it when somebody gets the magic stick of killing everything and suddenly that's not what this is. So if you have our existing books, we have, which are called Enchanted. So I'm going to put the link in the chat first. So we have Enchanted Trinkets 1 and 2, and this is Enchanted Trinkets 3. So this is the 3rd volume. So 1 and 2 were shorter, like zine style books. And they so we had crowdfunders for them. They're live on our website, and they do a very similar thing. This is much bigger. So between all 3 volumes, and we're doing one hardcover collector's edition of this, which is a hardcover book, and it has it will have 500 plus items in it, and will also, if you already have Enchanted Trinkets 1 and 2, or you can pick up just Enchanted Trinkets 3 on its own, and that'll be a soft cover book, and that's got 390 plus items in it. So this is really great to bring color, fun, and flavor into your game. So the kind of items that are in there. So, for example, there's like 16 different tomes and spell books in there. There's also loads of stuff that's like linked to that. So, for example, there's 9 different ink pots and like magic quills that do different things. So they have different abilities. There's also like a narrating book stand. So if you put books on there, read them out loud. There's loads of musical instruments. There's at least 17 of those that have fun abilities, which are great for bards. And there's music sheets as well. There's loads of wearable accessories, which are fun, but not like game breaking. So there's like rings and necklaces. We've got these 12 hairpins, hairbands, and hats as well, if you fancy. There's loads of gloves. We've got like 10 different pairs of gloves as well that have different abilities. There's loads of potions as well. Again, they're not really overpowered. There's also wearable cosmetics. There's perfumes, nail polish, and different things for your makeup bags as well that do different things. There are some weapons. There's about 22 different magical weapons. But again, none of them are really OP game breaking. They're all just a bit of fun and flavor style things. There's lots for navigation and skullduggery. So there's like 11 different maps. There's lockpicks, like there's lockpicks of memory, so which are really good. Tools of the hidden hand. There's like a second light lantern. There's a personal anchor. Different types of candles that have ability. There's so much stuff in it, and we've also got like 20 mushrooms and toadstools because everyone loves mushrooms and toadstools in games as well. But anyway, so that's Enchanted Trinkets 3, which is going to be coming out after Alpha Star Magazine. So we're going to squeeze that in just before the end of the year. So we're planning on doing this as a print-on-demand product. So again, it'll be turned over really, really quickly. So by January or February, you should have your book of this, depending if you're having the softcover or the hardcover version of this. But yeah, there's also PDF tiers for this as well. And of course, you can also pick up the entire 5e collection we have, because we have like about 30 different 5e supplements and different books of varying things on here. We also have some really exciting 5e stuff coming in 2026 next year, which I'm not going to announce just now because I've already told you many things that we're doing. So the next 2 things coming up is Enchanted Trinkets 3 and Alpha Star Magazine. Fulfillment is underway for Split the Horde, Void Runners right now, and Pets and Sidekicks and the What Soldiers New Bestiary will be with you around January time. Void Runners, What Soldiers New Bestiary might be into December, I think, or most likely, and Pets and Sidekicks January, February time will be going out because we're printing it right now. But yeah, and that's most of the news I have for the moment upcoming. Level Up Gateway, production on that is still going. At the moment, we're in the phase where we're trying to get all the character classes up to level 20. And these are all the character classes that are in the core Adventurer's Guide rulebook. If you're not sure what Level Up Gateway is and you're like, Jess, please explain. This is our online character builder for Level Up Advanced 5th edition. Because I know for a lot of GMs, they love Level Up Advanced 5th edition. They're using the Trials and Treasures book and using the journey activities and all those things. Their players are loving it. They're using the Monstrous Menagerie books and they're finding them really useful. But I know for some players, there's a real barrier of using a new system because they're so used to using D&D Beyond, which is fair enough. And if you're playing online, maybe that's really handy. So we wanted to make something to remove that barrier. So all the player-facing content will be available from the Adventurer's Guide, will be available for free via levelupgateway.com. They're on there now. We're currently upgrading all of the characters to level 20. If you look on levelupgateway.com, there's a link to the blog saying exactly where we are in that process and where things are. It is still in beta. So if you try something out and something weird happens, there's a bug report there, so you can tell us, and that would be really helpful. Thank you so much. But yeah, and our plan is to have that always on there available to use. We will also have a paid for tier, which will have all the other Level Up Advanced Edition content, and that will pay for us to maintain and run the site for running servers and all the coding and everything that goes into it. So yeah, levelupgateway.com is live in open beta, so you can go on there and make characters right now. So you can go check that out there, and the latest updates, we're just on our way to getting all the character classes up to level 20. And that's all the information I have for now. So thank you very much for joining us and listening to me talk very, very quickly at you for 25 minutes straight. If you are watching later and I didn't cover, something you had a question on, please do get in touch with me to that email address. It's admin@empublishingrpg.co.uk. We check that daily, Monday to Friday during UK business hours. So we'll get back to you within 24 hours, unless it's the weekend, because I try and sleep on the weekends. But thank you so much for all your support. We'll be back next month with another monthly live stream update. If you have any questions between now and then, of course, do get in touch via the websites I mentioned. But yeah, I think that's all for now. So I'll say thank you very much and goodbye. Tomorrow we'll be live at 2 p.m. BST in the UK, which is 9 a.m. Eastern on Fridays. And we are every Friday with myself, Morris, and PJ, and we'll talk you through the week's tabletop RPG news. So I'll say good night for now, and I'll see you all in 17 hours, whatever the time difference is. Thanks very much. Bye.